it's over. Down to 1, and we still have one more Tasha's Hideous Laughter to resolve. Ladies and gentle majors, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man Man, and today we are going to be laughing with Tasha's Hideous Laughter. What are we going to be laughing at? Well, we're going to be laughing at those silly little mid-ranges. If you noticed Esper, there's even some Bant, there's even some like Selesnya type of things. A lot of mid-range is floating around in the meta right now, so I was deciding like, hey, let's go ahead and revisit Mill. Because Mill kind of establishes like control, it kind of does some things, and it really has a weak matchup against aggro, but versus mid-range, we can absolutely stomp them. So with all the, like I said, Obscura, Esper, we've seen them all. Mid-range is kind of taking over. You see a little less mono white. This deck gets stomped out by mono white because of Thalia, but if it doesn't, we have Tasha's Hideous Laughter and Maddening Cacophony, so obviously these are our Mill cards. Now you never really want to cast these Mill cards without copying them, so that's why we have Dual Strike and Galvanic Iteration. I will say I think that Dual Strike is better than Galvanic Iteration because it's more important to be able to set up on turn 2 and then foretell it for 1 rather than using Galvanic Iteration. So for that reasons, I think this is more important, but hey, it is what it is. We're running both because it is very important. You never just want to cast it without because it's just not going to be enough most of the time. But we do have Rune Crab, and we have Maestros Theater here. We also have 4 Evolving Wilds, but I think I wanted a little bit extra on top because usually you're setting up to combo off into your Maddening Cacophony and your Tasha's Hideous Laughter from your copy spell. So in the early game, you kind of want to set up your Crab, you want to do your Evolving Wilds, you want to do the Theater, and you want to do that kind of stuff. And then you may also want to foretell this. So I think the Theater, I might even consider moving this up to 4. I think it really is that good. When you have the Crab out, it can really do some damage. We have Consider, Fading Hope, just some quick things. There's not a whole lot to this deck. Obviously, it's just bare bones, very to the point. I do have, the only thing not really that important, or not that, maybe not that standard, I don't know, Cinderclasm. This card can single-handedly swing games because when they go wide with, say, like, there's tons of things. It can hit, like, Thalia, it can hit Brutal Cathars, I mean, if you need a kicker or whatever. But this card can actually swing games. I was considering Crush the Weak, but I think Crush the Weak is not nearly as good as Cinderclasm. Yes, it's dead. Fading Hope and Cinderclasm can be dead in certain matchups, but for those matchups, you're just worrying about milling them out anyway. And then, yeah, so I think that this is just pretty much good. I mean, like, you don't really have to run any gimmicks here. We're just trying to mill out our opponents as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible. So I think this, we don't really need to put any, bells or whistles on this deck. We just got full play sets of every single card that we're playing, and we're just trying to mill them out. So let's see if we can take a stomping to the mid-range meta. But before we get into the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Joey172, how are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Just made Mythic, down to 99, or up, I should say up to 99%. It's a little bit low of a number, but I think it's okay. I'm gonna drop the Evolving Wilds here. The scary part is we're facing against Izzet, so going second against Izzet is shaping up to be quite the terrible matchup. It's not really one we like. Even if it's just the control version, that is they actually run counters, and as long as they run counters, that like really screws us up. So it's gonna be problematic, but let's see if we can get through this. Let's go ahead and do this. No joke, I prefer the Dual Strike over Galvanic Iteration like 99% of the time, because being able to set it up for 1 makes your later turns so much stronger, and you usually do need that 1 like reduced mana cost for later. I know that sounds a little insane, but they dropped an iteration. Let's go ahead and drop our iteration. We're gonna need this because we need to hit a land right here really badly. So okay, well, it pretty much plays itself. Library, Evolving Wilds. Let's go ahead and do this. Obviously, I always just do it now. Unless you're saving it for like a Rune Crab or something that you have in your hand, there's absolutely no reason to. So I know the big boy meta-y thingy is to like wait for, the end step of your opponent, but we don't have that kind of time. So I'll just speed up the game, make it a little more tolerable for everybody. So let's go ahead and do this. I mean, at this point, we could just go for Dual Strike and then Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but we also have another Dual Strike. So what I think we do now is just foretell this. Let's foretell this. I'm actually going to go for Maddening Cacophony. Let's go ahead and bait out some counters. If they have a counter, maybe we just kind of bait it out. So, that's not good. Joy Disruption. It's not, well, I guess it's okay. The point is I'm trying to make, we're trying to go for double Dual Strike, and then Tasha's Hideous Laughter. So they do have 2 untapped right here. I think we're still gonna go for it. We can go for Dual Strike. Gosh dang, we probably need 1 more land. We need 1 more land, that's the issue. Gosh darn it. I'm actually, because we can't mill them out with 2 Tasha's Hideous Laughters. I don't think we can. So we're gonna need to use it 3 times. So I'm gonna wait for them to maybe play down like their something, and then hopefully we just get 1 more land. Prismari Command, okay. We are not playing counters, so we don't have to worry about anything like that. Cinderclasm's dead in this matchup as well, so that's really unfortunate. I want them to play a creature of some sort. They do not. They do not. Yeah, I don't think we can really do anything here. We're just gonna have to consider. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and use, let's see, we can use 1 of these Galvanics anyway, so I'm actually going to use 1 Galvanic just to consider, because we're just not ready to explode on him yet. So let's go ahead and consider this. And now we get 2 considers, which is pretty cute. And we need to dig for a land. Nope, we need to dig for a land. That will do it. So we got the Maestros Theater, which is very good with the Rune Crab. Not so much late game without it, but you know, hey, it is what it is. We're still going to be able to use it. They go for big score, so we're both just like digging into our deck. Sure, I dig it. Kinda, not really. I'm kind of getting nervous with all the stuff they have there. There is another land, beautiful. So now what we do is drop this. We need red, and then if we have Galvanic Iteration, we actually need a red. So let's go ahead and bust out our theater. Bust out the theater. And then, oh, we actually already have our red. Okay, we're only running 2 mountains? Oh, wow, okay. That might end up screwing us. Oh, wow, that could end up being very nightmarish. Wow, because my plan was to go for Dual Strike, Galvanic, and then Tasha's Hideous Laughter eventually. How much mana? We would need 1, 2, and then Galvanic. We probably won't even be able to do that anyway, so I don't know. I think we might be okay. I don't think that they are running like a ton of different spells. It depends. Oh, they have Dual Strike as well. I'm getting, oh wow. Oh wow. So, no, come on now. Oh boy. Big score. Okay. I guess, I mean, are they playing mill or are they just playing like control? I would think it's control because of the white. Like, what are they? It has to be Hanada, right? I would think it's Hanada. Okay, 33 cards. My turn. We do get the red, or we do get a land source. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Let's go for Dual Strike number 1. All right, we're going for yeah, Dual Strike number 2. Dual Strike number 2. We have to copy it. They do. Okay, so they do have 6 mana sources here. I wonder how many like copies they have. Okay. Either way, we're not going to be sitting around here to find out. Let's go for Tasha's Hideous Laughter, baby. And now we get to cast it 3 times. So now we have 3 on the stack, and hopefully that'll be enough. Even if they have counters. Like I said, even if they have counters, we still have 3 on the stack now. Prismari Command. Okay, interesting. Okay. Oh, they're probably just searching for their counters because they get to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. That makes sense. That makes sense. Make another treasure token. Hopefully, oh come on. We might be able to be okay with just 2, but if they counter 2 of these on the stack, that'll be pretty bad. So they've got to be digging for counter spells right now. Oh, just a big score. Okay, so they're running out of juice. They only get 2 more, right? So 2 more, and here we go, baby. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Down to 14, it's over. Down to 1, and we still have 1 more Tasha's Hideous Laughter to resolve. And that's going to be it. That is going to be us drop this. We're not using Fading Hope. Good game, Joey. Good game. Greg Spira, how we doing here? This is pretty good. We don't have any copy spells, but hey, I guess if you're just going to get 2 Cacophonies and a Laughter off the rip, Might not need it. Might not need it. And plus we got a rune grab to start, so this is a very good hand. We don't even have to go digging for stuff. We don't even have to go digging for stuff. Let's just go and bust the Evolving Wilds. Throughout the course of this video, I will be just using the Evolving Wilds as soon as I play it, because it's just not worth it, man, you know? I guess we could have waited, maybe if we top decked. No, because we want to go for Cacophony anyway, so that's not, I don't think we're going to do that. So let's go for a Rune Crab and drop an Evolving Wilds. I guess maybe in this case, I'm just trying to think, I guess it would matter if I top decked a Rune Crab, I'd probably still want to do this. But now for sure we're going to go for Cacophony or Laughter just right off the rip. So now we go for Evolving Wilds. Just go ahead and mill them out a little bit. Let's see what we're working up against here. I don't know if I articulated that well, but pretty much I was just waiting to see if I wanted to use the Evolving Wilds, if it did matter, if it didn't matter. If it doesn't matter, I like to just do it immediately. Maddening Cacophony or Laughter. I think we're probably, let's see. I mean, I'm not too worried about the matchup. The matchup's pretty cream puff, honestly. I think we'll go for Consider and try and get a way to copy this Laughter. The thing is we do need what, red? I guess we'll just discard, it's fine. I mean, we're gonna need some land eventually. We do have Cinderclasm. Cinderclasm is very cool. Let's go ahead and pass. Maybe if they have more Gallic Greeters, we just Cinderclasm them, and we don't have to worry about their creatures. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Let's see what they put on the stack here. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is another 1/1 that the Cinderclasm is just going to eat for breakfast. Okay. Creates a tap treasure token, so that's going through no matter what. And they don't even attack. Okay, well, I mean, obviously, I don't think they would attack, but we get rid of 2 creatures, one being a mana dork, and that is just wonderful. So now we're set up a little bit pretty good here. I'm going to go for Dual Strike and foretell it so that we can cast it for 1 red. Let's go and foretell this, and then we can go for Maddening Cacophony, just without kicking it. Or copying. No kicks, no copies. And pass the turn. We have a really good matchup versus Bant, because this is like super mid-rangey. And super mid-rangey decks are not very good at versus our little mill, our trolling mill here. See, next turn we're going to be able to dual strike and go for Tasha's Hideous Laughter. They're already down to 29. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So Elspeth, welcome to the show.
If a fight's coming, I'll be on the front line. I've made plenty of connections.
You're going to need a lot of connections, Elspeth. You're going to need plenty more connections where that comes from. So the wedding announcement is just not going to be able to mill us down here. So I guess we'll keep this, actually, just because we can maybe discard or bounce maybe some crazy thing with Trample or something. I don't know. But either way, let's go ahead and use Dual Strike. Now we're going to get 2 Tasha's Hideous Laughters. This might just do it itself, but if it doesn't, we still have a Cacophony next turn. Down to 14. Down to 5. Okay, so we can't mill them out with a Soaring City, so I guess we just... Do you want to keep this? They can't have discard, right? Yeah, they're not. This isn't black. I guess on the weird off chance they had discard, if I was playing against black, I'd probably play the Soaring City, but no, it doesn't matter. They're not going to be able to like go blank us or anything, so we're going to guarantee to be able to get the land and the Cacophony off, and I think we only need 1.
Be brave.
You're gonna need to be pretty brave. I don't know if these kitty cats are gonna get the job done here, Elspeth. You can be brave, but I don't know if that's gonna change the outcome here. Wedding announcement, and that is gonna be. We actually get 2 Cacophonies. How do we want to play them out? They have 4, so we actually do need one of the Cacophonies, and then we have a land. So we are just way okay, and that is just gonna be it. You feel bad, but not really, because you win, and winning feels good. Plus, with all the mid-range, I feel like it's necessary to keep these mid-range on their toes, because I am so sick of the mid-range game right now. I don't know why. I think I prefer metas that are more aggro versus control, or vice versa, but I don't know. It's okay. But either way, good game. Swampy. Well, hello there. I'm expecting mono black here. I don't like when people don't hold true to their names. They mislead, and it's not fair. So let's see what Swampy's got here. These are little... What are these? Those are cute. I have those. I got those somewhere in the deep... I am a sucker for some nice art. I will tell you that. Let's go ahead and drop some blue here. Swampy, swampy. There's a swamp. Wow. Okay. How awesome is that? We get the swamp. I'm going to drop the Sokenzan because I want to be able to Expressive Iterate. And I don't think it's never worth it just to go straight for Cacophony, straight for Laughter. You always want to copy them first. So, Rangers class, that's going to be fine. We'll go ahead and Fading Hope this thing. This is looking good. Oh, this is looking pretty good. And we do need land. We're going to need land to copy our spells. So, we're looking pretty gosh darn good here. Let's go for Expressive Iteration. I guess we're searching for, obviously, land. Ooh. Well, I guess we'll put the copy in our hand. We'll exile the crab. And then we'll be able to play one of the crabs. Okay, that seems like the most optimal move there. So we get out our crab, and you know the opponent is just writhing in pain looking at the crab. The crab induces so much fear into everyone, even including me. I know when I face this thing, it's never a fun time. But we do put out a crab in front of them, and then we're going to be able to copy spells. Okie dokie here. So, do you want to be able to dual strike right away, or do we just want to go straight for Galvanic Iteration? I think... Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and mill them. I'm just trying to think, is it better at this point to just save dual strike? I think we can just hard cast it. Don't think we really need to mess with the Foretell right now, because we can go for Galvanic Iteration, and then Cacophony. And then we still have Evolving Wilds with the crab. We can still dual strike this Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I think it's going to be okay, right? And they just, okay, well, we didn't even have to, like, think about it. We just took it. Okay. Alrighty here. So we do have one Maddening Cacophony. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's obviously good enough to keep. So let's see what you got here. Valden Epicure, never good going against aggro. This deck really struggles with a very aggro type of stuff. So we'll go ahead and drop this. Depending on what they do, we might want to go for Fading Hope. Depends what they do. We do have a Consider, so hopefully they don't have a whole lot. So they have another Epicure. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. We'll let this resolve. Bang. And then we'll go ahead and just Fading Hope this Epicure. And another Epicure. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and Fading Hope this Epicure really quick. Hopefully we need to get into a Cinderclasm. I can already tell the Cinderclasm is going to be huge in this matchup. There's the Rune Crab. Okay, the Rune Crab might help a lot too. Oh yes, this is nice. This is really, really good. We're gonna drop the Rune Crab, and the Theater works the same exact way as the Evolving Wilds, obviously. So it doesn't really matter which one you drop because they're both doing the same thing. We'll start with the Evolving Wilds, and then hopefully we'll put on a show with the Theater. And I always like to do it quickly. I know you're supposed to wait. I don't care. I do not care. I'm just going to do it really quick because, I'll tell you what, it just wastes everyone's time. It just wastes everybody's time to sit there and kind of wait for it because I might be snoozing, I might be waiting. It is what it is. So Chandra comes out to play. This is actually...
Great at dispelling darkness. A blazing inferno.
Hello, Chandra. A blazing inferno is pretty interesting.
You're looking a little singed.
So, color me surprised. I did not see this coming. Okay, I thought this was like going to be like Anvil or something. So this is just mono red. I love new decks, so that's great. You gotta love that. As far as, I think we can wait for the Theater. The Theater's not inherently important right this second. I suppose we should go for... Let's go for the Iteration and see if we can dig into something here. And there we go. There's a Tasha's Hideous Laughter. We actually do not find any land or anything, so I'm actually just going to... Thinking about just wasting this Consider and just going for the Theater instead, but I think we're just gonna do this. It kind of sucks, but I want to be able to just consider. We need Cinderclasm. Okay, so if Cinderclasm wasn't so specifically important in this matchup, I wouldn't really care to, but we have to dig into this Cinderclasm eventually. Because the creatures are really weeny and they're really wide, and Cinderclasm can single-handedly win games.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
Okay, well that is scary. Your opponents can't gain life, that's fine. Yeah, that's an issue though. Okay, that's an issue. Well, we probably should have went red because now we can't kick this, right? We actually don't need to kick it because we're only using one anyway, so I don't even know why I'm thinking that. I guess we go for the Theater, right? Let's see, because we're gonna use Cinderclasm, so that's 2, and then we just have 1 left over anyway, so then we just consider. I think that's okay. So let's theater here. Let's show everybody why running a few theaters in this deck really helps out. Because boom, we go ahead and crack the theater, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get red. We are a little bit low on red, so we don't gain the life from the theater, which really sucks. That actually is like super relevant here, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we can just go ahead and pass turn. We'll be able to have Quakebringer. Oh, this is not good. So this is not good. So, okay. So they're going to be able to deal 2 damage to us because of the Quakebringer. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, it's so bad. We need to draw a land next turn, right? And then maybe we can use Hideous Laughter twice. Like, it's not like the most formidable strategy. Down to 38. Do we just block the Quakebringer now? I guess they are kind of helping us, you know, dig into their deck, milling themselves out. So, not milling, technically, but just drawing. Kind of lightens the load for our Tasha's Hideous Laughter that we're going to play. Okay, deal 1 damage.
You're lucky.
Lizard
this is a warning
Blades.
shot.
Okay. Well, that's 1, so that's nice. So, okay, now is going to be a good time. Let's go ahead and just pop this off. We'll do 1 damage. We're going to clear the board, which is really, really nice. Really, really nice. Here's the problem. I think we just have to block now because Quakebringer... How many Quakebringers do they have? So we get 4 damage, so we get 1 more turn. So it'd be actually better to block here. Yeah. Chandra hit us for 1, so that's 2, 2, and 1, and then they have 2 blood. It's not looking great here. Let's go ahead and see if we can consider Dual Strike. That is not good. We need a land. Land. That's not a land. That is not a land either. Oh boy. Well. Maybe we get Fading Hope or something? Oh my gosh, a crab. Okay, well, we got a crab, I guess. Okay. Ugh, this isn't looking good, though. We drop this. This is like the only thing we can do. We can drop the crab. We drop this. Mill them out a little more. If we mill them a Quakebringer... Okay, so we don't mill them a Quakebringer. I guess we just go for... Oh, it's so risky to go for Cacophony, but I think we have to. I think we have to, and then we have to hope for no Quakebringer... And we have to hope that they don't draw into anything cool. So yeah, we get this. So any removal spell pretty much wins. Chandra can hit us for 1. We're chump blocking here, and they have 2 blood tokens. The blood tokens... Oh, and that thing has haste, and we are gonna lose this one. Oh, man. Well, we can't... Yeah, it is what it is. We can chump block... Yeah, this has haste, so we can't block both of them.
Up to a simmer.
Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts. But, good game. Come on, Koopa. I remember the Koopa. Koopa is like that thing in like Super Mario, isn't it? I'm very familiar with that. So they have Evolving Wilds. Don't even tell me. Don't tell me they are playing the same deck as us. That is... it's most likely they are. But, okay. So, probably gonna go for a whatchamacallit, a mirror match here. So let's go ahead and drop the Rune Crab. So this is why Dual Strike is better than Galvanic Iteration, in my opinion, because being able to foretell it, you never want to cast these spells without copying it, because you need to be able to copy it to actually make ultimate use of them. And this is why it's better, in my opinion, of course. Because we're gonna drop this. Well, let's go ahead and mill them out. We are a little bit up on the mill count here. And then we get to foretell the Dual Strike. And now we can cast the Dual Strike. So basically, I think that being able to use Dual Strike by foretelling and getting it out quicker is better than Galvanic Iteration, even though Galvanic Iteration allows you to do it twice from the graveyard. So we get another Dual Strike. So, oh my gosh, I guess we're gonna have to put it on display, I suppose. Let's go ahead and make them. Let's go make them mill. And then, oh man, I want to show them. I was gonna do Dual Strike again. I was gonna do Dual Strike again, or foretell it, and then I was gonna really start cranking in with these foretold Dual Strikes on the Tasha's Hideous Laughter. It would have been great. It would have been great. I usually cut these right about now, but I guess we'll extend a little bit more. But yeah, I just wanted to conclude that Dual Strike is better than Galvanic Iteration. I'm telling you. If you don't believe me, play it. Saberblade 21. How's it going here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Now, I absolutely adore this theater here. It acts as like, we are running 4 Evolving Wilds, and I think I have 2 or 3 theaters in here, kind of just testing it out, but I've really been liking it. So it pretty much does what Evolving Wild does. It gives extra triggers off your crap, and I figure because we have to wait to copy our spells, that it's pretty much like not even really losing anything, because you never want to cast your mill spells without copying them. So combat damage, create a treasure. Well, the Rune Crab is going to do it just beautifully in this matchup. So let's go ahead and drop this. So the theater goes off, and what I like about the theater, it's subtle, but you also get to gain a life, and I think that could be huge. So let's go ahead and grab red. We need the red here. We'll mill them again because we get that Evolving Wilds-like effect off the Krabby Patty here. So let's take a look. What I love about Mill 2 is you also get to see their deck. So you get to literally just see exactly what they're playing. So that's unfortunate that the crab dies, but we got 2 mills out of it, so, you know, maybe the crab did its job. So now we're just gonna go for Expressive Iteration. We got Cinderclasm. See, I always get these confused. Cinderclasm and Dual Strike, they always look really similar, so I gotta make sure I'm taking the copy spell, not Cinderclasm, boom. I get these confused a lot. So let's go ahead and drop the Evolving Wilds, and yeah, we'll just go ahead and do this. We don't have a crab or anything, so I'm not worried about the speed of the game. I genuinely don't think it matters. In some cases it might, but I think in this time I just use it right away. Just kind of keep the ball rolling. It's kind of like a courteous move to our opponent. Hopefully it doesn't bite us in the butt, but I don't think it's going to. Here, treasure token, and we do that. We got another Evolving Wilds. At this point, let's see here, down to 19. We gotta be a little careful about our life here. I think we go for Dual Strike so that we can copy the Tasha's Hideous Laughter. So what I want to do is foretell this. Let's foretell that. And then just go for a regular Cacophony. And then, next turn we're going to be able to go for Dual Strike. And then a Hideous Laughter. That seems pretty good. Hopefully I don't see any Goldspan Dragons, though. Goldspan Dragon would be really crazy. This is actually a cute little deck, though. I gotta give them credit. This is really cute. So, oh my gosh, they're gonna create just so much treasure. Oh my god, okay. Wow. That's cute. That's interesting. The Kami War. Oh my god. Okay, well, we don't have any permanents, so that's a big, scary card, but I mean, honestly, it's not really that big of a deal right now. So, let's go for our Dual Strike here. And we're just gonna go straight for this Hideous Laughter, man. Look at this. This is gonna be pretty nasty. So 35 cards. That only takes 10. Let's see if this one gets a little bit more. Down 25. That only took 7. So wow, that is not a lot at all. Holy crap. We're gonna have to definitely use Consider and maybe get into something else here because they're down to what, 16? If we can copy the Cacophony, if we can find a way to copy the Cacophony, we'll be okay, right? Evolving Wilds, I think, is pretty much dead at this point. I guess this could maybe do something. So I guess we'll get rid of the Wilds, yeah. Maybe, I'm just trying to think, maybe if there's like another Dual Strike or something that we can get. I think it's the same difference. I know I'm taking a long time on that, but I really do think that that could be very relevant. As minute and silly as that might have been. Warlock class, okay, it's not that big of a deal. I'm very worried about the pressure that they can put on us. So they're gonna be able to do 4 damage, but they have a lot of means to make treasures, and that's the problem. That's why I'm getting a little nervous. If they place more weenies down, oh my gosh, so Sticky Fingers. We need to get into a copy spell, and preferably Galvanic Iteration, not the other one. Dual Strike, because I can't cast Dual Strike with the lack of red here. And they're steamrolling us with treasures, so oh gosh. Concealing Curtains, oh my gosh, they're gonna be able to just get us off. This is so bad. This is so bad. Now they get rid of our Cacophony. Oh my gosh, how awful. Oh my gosh. There's another Cinderclasm. Cinderclasm is a dead card. Oh my gosh, so annoying. Let's go ahead and see if we can get something. I'm going to take the Iteration. That allows us to dig deeper into our deck here. 2 Iterations is pretty good. Let's see if we can kind of do something from here. So we get... what do we do here? We don't get a red source of land, which is freaking terrible. We can't use Galvanic Iteration just yet. I guess we can go for... We're going to have to put this in our hand. We can't cast this anyway. We don't have any red. So we can play this, man. We're just low on red. So we're going to have to go for... We're going to foretell the dual strike here. And if we survive somehow... Is this 3, 6, 7, 10... So even with the high, we could survive one more turn. Okay. We need to draw again. I mean, the only chance we have is literally just to get another Tasha's Hideous Laughter or something, or... Oh boy. So we're back here at Mana Manor with our post-game review and our thoughts, and I just gotta say this deck was awesome. I'm so glad that this is, well, not really, I'm glad we kind of did really well with it, but honestly, I don't really love Mill as a win condition. I don't really like it. I don't think it's like very interactive most of the time. But it is what it is, you know. I think it's like one of those necessary evil type of things because it keeps these mid-rangers in check. So I like the fact that they have to, because when I've been going against, you know, a lot of Obscura, a lot of Bant, a lot of mid-rangey type things, and they are good decks, don't get me wrong, but they're so good that I kind of like keeping them on their toes with the old Mill, because once they know that they're playing Mill, a lot of them will just scoop on turn 2 or 3. It's that powerful. It is that powerful. So without aggro kind of dominating the format, you're going to be able to run this thing, and you're going to be able to crack 60% win rates, especially up until Mythic. And even in through Mythic, I mean, we're doing really well with this deck. So this might even be one of the decks that I use to grind up the ladder from here on out. But I don't know. I really like it. It's very, like I said, there's no tricks or no whistles. There's nothing fancy. It's just bare bones, but it's very efficient, and I really love it. But that's all I got for you. Hopefully you enjoy it. I know you might not enjoy Mill because it's kind of a trolly deck, but hopefully you at least enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Tell me how ugly I am. Just do something down and below because it really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate all of you. But until the next episode, I will see you then. Man, I'm out.